resolved. As we take a look at the papers this morning, let's quickly take a look at a particular foundation. I call it, it's a woman, a colleague of ours by the name, we call her a doctor here. She used to be one of the anchors on Wazobia and our Wazobia show. I want to celebrate this great woman because she doesn't just give back, to society. She practically does everything possible to make sure the young ones are tutored in the act of real pronunciation, better elocution, how to present themselves, and then she organized a spelling bee. This spelling bee took place a couple of days earlier, and of course featured as many students from various schools. Dr. Feyikemi Oyaleke, the organizer, under the platform of our NGO, put together this event that was well attended by both government officials and many people across town. For those who were there, it was a time out for these children to display what they had been taught, because I'm made to understand she actually does teach them, some of them in their various schools. Many of the children we have today are finding it greatly difficult, extremely so, in certain areas to spell simple words. But then, with a spelling bee like this, testing their prowess, it encourages the student to either do better or want to participate, because not all the students you're looking at, of course, participated in the actual competition. But those who didn't would want to participate next time, because this event had showcased their own, colleagues and fellow students and pupils as people who are doing much better. Discovering Your Talent was put together by an organization owned by Dr. Feyikemi Oyaleke. And I'd like to quickly listen to some of the speakers at the event. The students were also interviewed. Let's see exactly how they did and how much they enjoyed the event.
Hey, we wrote a letter to Ministry of Education, especially LASUBEB, Lagos State Education Board, and we requested for District 1 learners to come for this context. Then we wrote private schools. We've been training some of them since a year ago, and in different programs. So when we thought of this innovation, we wrote series of organizations and we picked just 15 schools. Out of these 15 schools, we reduced them to 12 again. We now invited 3 local governments, which is District 1, Agege, Alimosho, and Ifakwa-Ijayi, making 15. So another school now wrote a letter that they want to be part of this event. Whatever is going to cost them, they don't mind. Then we accepted them yesterday, making 16 schools on ground. Then this morning again, some schools called that they've been following and they want to come. We could please accept their offer. We accepted the offer, and they are all here today. So it was a laudable event, a good one, so to say. I must tell you, I'm glad and I'm happy that the dream comes true.
I believe in catching them young. It will enlarge their brain, to widen up their knowledge, and to give them sense of belonging, especially when they speak in public. It is to develop their speeches. It is to make them to have good control of the language they speak. It's high time we do away with the fact that it's a foreign language, so to say. If we have decided to be speaking it, we must speak it well.
In life, education is crucial to success. And when you talk about education, a very vital aspect of it is the ability to communicate effectively. And today we come to witness the competition amongst the children, students from public schools, in pronunciation of words. And it's been quite exciting.
What we want to advocate for is a continuous training of educators in this direction. We have our mother language, And it is obvious that our mother language will influence the English, the right pronunciation in English language. So many of our English teachers and trainers in speech should be encouraged by government and sponsors to have exposure, international exposure to speech training in the right pronunciation, right stress, right intonation, and the likes that can enable all children in our schools, both public and private, to be able to meet up with their international counterparts.
Yes, in terms of education, the government is trying, and I feel with so much push, so much pressure, and so much value placed on education, we will become top in the education sector. We will not give up on ours. These are the things that we need to put into cognizance to emerge great in the education sector. So I think with this kind of program, the government has seen this and they would go back to the drawing board and put things in place. I am Betty.
Some teacher taught us to be here, and we need to compensate them. But well, the federal government will be telling you they have a lot on their hand to do. But in our own local governments, doing eulogy, you see us doling out rice, giving out cash gifts to encourage them.